Your participation in any activity is at your own risk. Any equipment you choose to use to learn, play, or participate in any fencing activity is your choice and responsibility, and you assume your own risk or risk to any participants. The All-American Fencing Academy and/or USA Fencing are not liable or responsible to any injuries or damages that may occur as a result of your participation, to those around you or to any of your surroundings. We emphasize that you always exercise and observe safety by wearing safety goggles if using PEX do-it-yourself fencing weapons, and wear complete fencing safety gear if using standard fencing equipment. Never practice or teach fencing with fencing weapons without both participants wearing a mask, jacket, plastron, and glove. How to Teach Beginner Fencing, Part 1. In this section, we'll meet your instructor, review an intro to Olympic fencing, review the rules to foil fencing, go over how to make your own practice fencing weapon at home, or order a fencing set, and we'll cover the fencing uniform.
Welcome to the All-American Fencing Academy's Learning to be a Beginner Fencing Coach session. My name is Gerhard. I'm one of the head coaches here at the All-American Fencing Academy. With me today are two of our students. They're also my children. They will be demonstrating a lot of the movements and stuff that we're going to be doing today. So with us today is Isabel Guevara. She started fencing at 7 years old. And also Gabriel Guevara. He also started fencing at 7 years old. Okay? This session is for people that's trying to teach their students a little bit about fencing, just beginner fencing, especially during the COVID-19 stay-at-home policies, or maybe for homeschool families that just want to do some different types of PE at home. Some people are doing yoga, some people are doing martial arts, and some people are just doing different types of exercises. Fencing does not have to be difficult. It's not difficult. Everyone can start to learn the basic moves of fencing, and that's what we're going to do today. There are 3 weapons in fencing. There's foil, epee, and saber. At the All-American Fencing Academy, we're mostly foil fencers. We've got some epee fencers, we've got some saber fencers, but what we're going to cover today is foil fencing. All right? So foil. These are foils. All right? This foil has a pistol grip. It's called a pistol grip because it sort of looks like a gun. This foil is a French grip. All right? They're both the same kind of weapon. All right? You can use either or. Most of our fencers use a pistol grip, but we'll demonstrate how to hold a French grip as well a little bit later on. The other 2 weapons that I mentioned are an epee and saber. Now, all 3 weapons have a different set of rules of how you can score and what you need to hit. All right? Sometimes it depends on your personality. Sometimes it just depends on a club. Again, here at the All-American Fencing Academy, 95% of us are foil fencers. So we'll be talking about foil today. We'll be teaching foil. Again, at the club, we have some epee fencers, so we do teach epee. And we also have a very small amount of saber fencers, so we do teach a little bit of saber as well. All right, some quick rules for foil. Gabe, if you can put your hands out. Target area for foil. Target area is just the torso. So arms are not target, or we consider them off target. Head is off target. Legs is off target, and feet are off target. For me to be able to score a point, I have to be able to hit the torso. Torso area or target area is the body, including the groin area. Okay? We have Isabel now. She is wearing a lame, a foil lame. Typically, she'll wear a jacket underneath that, but I just want to demonstrate what target is. She has to wear this in competition. What her opponent needs to be able to hit is a lame. That's the target area. So we discussed some of the target areas before. She's going to go to on guard. And she's going to bring her arms up just a little bit because I want to show you target area also includes the side of the body. So whatever this lame covers is target area. So not including just the front part, the sides are also target. But notice if she turns around, the lame continues to the back of her jacket. So the back can be hit, top of her jacket can be hit, any part of this metal jacket, which is not extra protection, it's our target area. That's what the opponent needs to hit. That is the on-target area. Foil is a point-directed weapon. I have to hit with a point of the weapon. So if you hit them on the side of the weapon, so if we're fencing and I were to hit him on the side of the weapon, that doesn't do anything. I have to be able to hit him with a point of the weapon. The next part we're going to talk about is right of way. Okay? Now, in foil, for you to be able to score, you have to have right of way, or what we call priority. We're going to demonstrate with two weapons here. This is a practice weapon that we put together. You can make one at home. I'll show you how to make one a little bit later on. So right of way, or we also call it priority. All right, just a quick review. Gabe's going to go to on guard here. Take a small step back. Good. So right of way. What right of way means is if you're the one attacking and you have right of way, you could potentially get a touch if you hit on target. So right of way, rule number one, you have to be attacking first. So if Gabe were to extend, that point moving towards target establishes his right of way or priority. Recover again? Good. So he's going to establish his right of way or priority by extending first. He's going to take a step forward. He hits me on target. He gets the point. All right? So let's cover that again. If you attack first by extending towards target, he takes a step forward to attack. He hits me on target. He has a point. All right? If he were to just take a step forward without extending, that doesn't give him right of way. He has to attack first. The attack is you moving that weapon forward and that point forward towards target. Now, he's already established right of way or priority. I need to be able to stop him. I don't want him to hit me. I don't want him to score a point on me. Let's go back just a little bit. Good. If he were to extend, he's establishing his right of way. If I want to stop him, I have to block or parry. That's my defense. Now, if I want to establish my own right of way or priority, I'm going to start my attack afterwards. It's called a repost. I'm extending now, and I'm going towards him, and I hit him, my touch. So let's cover again. He starts his attack first. His priority, he extends. I stop it, or parry. I start my own attack, and repost. I hit him on target. I have the point. Now I can go back and forth. So we're going to go very slowly. If he were to attack, his priority, I stop it with a parry. I repost or attack afterwards. My priority. He stops me. My priority ends. He starts his own. He hits me on target. He gets the point. What happens if you hit off target? So let's watch that. This time, he's going to attack, but he's going to hit me off target on the arm. Let's watch that again. Ready? He extends. He starts to attack. He hits off target. He hit my arm. No touch. So it stops the fencing action, but because he hits me off target, it doesn't count as a touch. All right? So even if I were to, he extends, he hits off target, and I hit him without defending against him, his touch is off target. Okay? So those are the rules of right of way. It gets a little bit difficult to begin with when you start to understand it, but it becomes second habit once you start to get used to fencing. Okay, what do you need for fencing? Two things you can use. You can build your own weapon, all right? We built these just from parts that we found at Lowe's and Walmart. They're pretty easy to build, less than $5 for each weapon. The blade and the grip is all one piece, and it's a PEX piping that you can find at the piping section for Lowe's. This one is SharkBite, 1/2 inch, 40 inches in length. They come in about 5 feet long, so you have to cut it at 40 inches. The blade is 35 inches. The remaining part will be your grip. I also bought 1/2 inch caps for both ends. And for the guard, I just use a disposable bowl that I found at Lowe's. I bought a pack of disposable bowls. The guard you want to cut at a 4-inch diameter. You can use a lot of different varieties for this. You can find a plastic lid at home, but it's 4 inches in diameter. All right, it's pretty flexible. After about 3 or 4 hits, you notice there's a big bend there. You want to restrain it. Okay, I would also recommend having some eye gear, some eye protection. So whether it's a pair of goggles or woodworking eye goggles, anything that protects your eyes. So even if this were to hit your eye, that way it doesn't hurt or doesn't hurt you. Okay. Your second option would be to buy beginner's kits at AbsoluteFencingGear.com. All right. The beginner's kits, I recommend buying 2 sets. That way, both the coach and your student can have something to work with. All right. I'm going to have Gabe start putting on his stuff. In a beginner set, and you'll see the link on this video, and I'll put the link in the discussion as well. But the first thing that you'll find in the set is a plastron. That's just added protection. You want to make sure you have the plastron on. It goes over the side that you fence with. So we're either right-handed or left-handed fencers. The plastron goes along the side that you fence with. So Gabe is right-handed, so it'll go on his right-handed side. So grab a jacket. Now, jackets come in both right-handed and left-handed. They may also be back zip. If they're back zip, there is no right-handed or left-handed. This is a front zip jacket, so it's a right-handed jacket. If you do decide to buy a kit, make sure you designate whether you're getting a right-handed or left-handed side jacket. All right, there is a difference. He's right-handed, so the zipper is on the left side of the jacket. Okay, he's going to grab his mask. There are instructions on the website on how to measure the mask. Okay, so the last thing, or one of the last things that we're going to put on is a mask. Lastly, there is a glove. Again, you want to tell the order whether you're right-handed or left-handed. Okay? Equipment for women. It's slightly different. There's not too much difference. You can see Isabel already has her plastron on. Here's one of the bigger differences. She's going to grab her chest guard. Now, the chest guard, it's required for women. It's not required for men. She's going to put on her chest guard. Added protection for women. All right? Now, the chest guard that she wears for competition has this little padded front on there. Chest guards can be plastic, but for competition, it has to have a padded front. Again, for men, they do have chest guards, especially for my little kids. They like to wear chest guards. They're not quite used to getting hit on the body, but definitely for men, it's not mandatory. So some of them do wear it. Most of our fencers don't. But for women, it is mandatory that they wear a chest guard. She's going to go ahead and put on the rest of her equipment. The chest guard just goes underneath her jacket. She's going to put on her jacket. Once again, she is a right-handed fencer. She has a front zip jacket. If you buy a back zip jacket, the back will be the zipper will be on the back. The zipper on a front zip jacket, because she's right-handed, again will be on the left side. And she's going to grab her glove and mask. Again, she's right-handed, so she has a right-handed glove. You only wear one glove in fencing. And she has her mask. She's not going to put on her mask. All right. So our equipment for women are just slightly different, not too different. But just know that you might need an extra piece if you're getting the full set for a girl or a female. Okay. Of course, the last thing that will come with your kit will be the weapon. The first 2 choices you're going to have to make is either to get a pistol grip or a French grip. I recommend getting a pistol grip. Again, you will have to identify whether to get a right-handed weapon or a left-handed weapon. Pistol grips are either right-handed or left-handed weapons. There are different sizes for the weapons, and I will post a link to the different sizes based on age groups. For adults, definitely, you want to get the standard number 5 weapon. Okay? For Y10s, you want a number 0 blade for the weapon. And then for the Y14s, you want a number 2 blade for the weapon. Again, that I know that may not make sense to you, but I will have a link to those age groups online. So the things that you want to think about is Y10, Y14, and then your senior events or senior students. Okay, I will have a link for those age groups online, and you want to get the appropriate blade for those.
Review. Terminology to know and use. Foil or weapon. Target area, on and off target. Right of way or priority. A fencing uniform, mask, jacket, plastron, glove, chest guard. Practice understanding right of way, also known as priority.